I just received the new fragrance in the mail and I also tried it out quickly. So here I am to share my very first impressions with you. So Noelle, who is a quite big fragrance influencer both here on YouTube and TikTok, has come out with her second fragrance collaboration together with NAVITUS. This one is called Bake Me Happy. It was described as a kind of fruity, blueberry muffin-like gourmand scent, so I couldn't really resist and I just immediately purchased it. It was also on a quite good discount, because whenever NAVITUS releases a new fragrance, usually there is a 10 to 30% off deal on it. So I purchased it immediately on release and I just received it today. Well, eventually it came with this sleeve, but it was so tight, I don't want to risk it to put it back and then be weird on camera when I try to remove it. So it came like this, and then if I open it up, then here we go, the beautiful fragrance. And first of all, can we talk about this bottle, the color? I mean, you don't know me, I have two favorite colors, purple and green. And this is just, well, beautiful. I really love the color of the bottle. So Noelle, first of all, the color choice is just perfection. It also came with a small card, picture, and then a little description with the notes. By the way, please do ignore my nails. I'm gonna do them later today. So, of course, I already sprayed it on skin. I know, usually people say that you should wait a few more moments once a fragrance arrives, but yeah, I'm impatient. I mean, come on, I wanted to try it out. So, I sprayed it already on skin, but let me refresh my memory. And yeah, let's try it out together. So the sprayer is, as always, very good quality. All NAVITUS fragrances have great sprayers. Upon first sniff, it's definitely very fruity. Indeed, blueberries are the first thing that my nose picks up. But it definitely has that kind of pie crumble undertone already. I smell a little bit like the crust of a pie. I smell a little bit of butter or something very creaminess and milkiness in it. And I can already tell that it is very close to become a photorealistic gourmand. So I think there are some non-gourmand undertones, but it is really reminiscent to a blueberry muffin or a blueberry pie. I'm going to check it on the card, but it says that it has the top notes of blueberries and oats. Okay, then maybe that was that crust-like thick undertone that hit my nose. And also it has nectarine pulp. Okay, then the heart notes are bread accord, yes, hence the crust or the dough, Ceylon cinnamon, and roasted pistachio. Well, I have to say that I don't really pick up too much nuttiness at this very moment. And then the base notes are vanilla butter, sandalwood, of course, creaminess, and tonka absolute. And it also says that the master perfumer was Christian Provenzano. I think he has created a good number of NAVITUS fragrances already. So the scent, for me, is quite linear. At the beginning, there was a little bit of tartness. I think that was coming from the nectarine pulp, and that's already fading away. And now I only smell the blueberries and that crumbly, crusty undertone that's coming from the sandalwood, the tonka, the oats, and the bread accord together. And then, as I said, I already sprayed it. When it starts drying down more and more, then basically you will be left with the sweet, more pie-like accord, but the blueberry will not go away at all. Of course, I cannot really talk about longevity yet. I really have to try it and I really have to wear it on full body, like with a proper amount of sprays on the skin, and then I will be able to talk about longevity. So far, I would say that I think it's gonna be something like a moderate projection, sillage, and even longevity. It is not super strong. When I spray it, the fruity blast is relatively strong, but once that's gone, basically it's a moderate fragrance to me. So I have two fragrances with me that I think we can compare. The first one is Tempt Me Not, which was eventually Noelle's first collaboration. And this was a kind of vanillic, burnt caramel, super sweet, bianco latte-like fragrance. I think here in Tempt Me Not, the caramel was a bit stronger, and to my nose it was a tiniest bit, as I said, burnt, or at least it had that burned undertone. So the two are completely different. If you have already watched a couple of videos of mine, then you know that I often describe vanilla scents as like we have cold and we have warm vanillas. Now, Bake Me Happy is definitely warm. It has the fruity undertone, it has the creaminess, and it really gives me the idea of a freshly baked blueberry muffin, right? However, Tempt Me Not, to my nose, is slightly cold. So I think it's coming from the caramel and that slightly burntness, but to me, these two are carrying completely different vibes. The other perfume that came into my mind, which was also described as a pie, but a peach pie, is Peach Aurum. This was, I believe, Sharida's second or third collaboration in the row with NAVITUS. It came out last year. And basically, this was, as I said, just described as a kind of peach upside down cake or peach pie. It can be that in your region you have a different name for that pie. But basically, both have very similar vibes, right? So both have that muffin, that dough, that crust, that buttery, creamy crust that a pie has. But yet, they are still very, very different due to the fruits. So they are not duping each other by any means. Last year when I got Peach Aurum, honestly, I was not that happy with the longevity. It was gone after an hour or so. But I'm happy to report it that I think the maceration process has been completed, and now I'm getting a good 4 to 5 hours of longevity from this fragrance as well. So honestly, as I said, I cannot really comment on the longevity of this one, but I expect something similar from Bake Me Happy as well. But I will report it back, so if you're interested in a more in-depth review, then please share it in the comments, like and subscribe. And until the next time, bye-bye.